The Imperium of Man approaches its darkest hour. Its defenders lie scattered, spread thin across the darkness. Constant assaults bombard us from all corners of the galaxy. Wars led by the insidious alien Xenos. Limping home from one such brutal confrontation, the great battle barge Blood Crusader is waylaid by a panicked distress call from the Forge World planet of Gorgonum. A colossal space hulk has emerged from the heart of a warp storm and lies on a collision course with the Forge World. This monstrous conglomeration of wrecked starships adrift in the void for eons. The great derelict is a mass of secrets and dangers. And in their vast echoing chambers lurk swarms of deadly creatures, the worst of which are the Gene Stealers. Fanged, six-limbed, unrelenting and savage. They exist only to consume all life and to spread across the stars like a virus. A single squad of the Emperor's finest space marines is all that stands between this terrible threat and billions of human lives. The noble brothers of the Blood Angels go to meet their fate in the dark recesses of the Space Hulk.
This is Sergeant Tahario. In the name of Sanguinius and the Emperor, the squad stands ready. Bless your weapons and advance.
Lazaro here. I will spectrate in a moonlight form nearby. Could be Xenos.
Keep your weapons primed, brothers. Hold your fire until we make visual contact.
Blood Crusader to strike team. Sergeant, this is Captain Obaldo. We read you on scry sensors. Visual feeds from your combat cameras are clear.
Your will, Brother Captain. How do you wish us to proceed? I have a target in sight. But wait, something different about this one.
It matters not, Brother Sergeant. Seek and destroy.
These alien wolves, this strange architecture. We're entering an Eldari wreck. Be on your guard, my brothers.
The malignant powers the Eldari wield spring from their obscene Xenos technology. Limit your interactions with the environment to the bare minimum, lest you become ensnared by it.
Some of the alien portals may still be operational. In other times, I would condemn the use of such things. But in the present circumstances, there may be no other option.
Be on your guard. These orcish vessels are dangerously unsafe.
The captain speaks true. They're always unstable, prone to fire and explosion.
Watch out for chem leaks and radiation spills.
The scry sensors read the presence of a biomorphic gene stealer.
This is a unique opportunity. Do not waste it.
Fire! Fire!
Charge set, Brother Sergeant. Good work. If the rumors of a relic aboard this derelict are true, we must seek it out for the honor of our chapter.
You hear that? More of those Xenos?
Hardly, brother. It is I, Agios.
Lexiconum, how did you find us?
I was guided by my preternatural sight. Fortunately, the attack by the Mechanicus' starships drove those foul creatures away. For now, at least. Ward Tertius removed.
Now, let us see what awaits us inside this sanctified vault.
It is always a moment of great significance when knowledge from the deep past is
Uncovered.
We are detecting a massive conflagration. What is your status?
Evoke, Brother Captain. The entire compartment is on fire. Access to savior pods has been cut off.
The vortex energy has dissipated. The weapon is dead. Well done, kinsman.
Do not declare victory so soon. This is not over yet.
What say you? Another Eldari trap. The scry sensors are registering a powerful warp energy surge.
The voices return. Countless voices. Deafening my mind. Assaulting my psyche. Appropriately.
Agios, you hear me? Brother, are you there?
I am. Praise the angel I survived that insanity. What of Tahariel and the others?
Alive, I would hope. Our brothers have been translocated across the derelict, scattered from each other.
I will find them, Brother Captain. On the Red Grail, I so swear.
The Eldari ship entered a protective mode when the storm erupted. Your battle brothers will be confined inside sealed sections of the hull. presence of the Broodlord. Psionic signature trace is in the red.
What foul Xenos is this? Brother, show it the wrath of the sons of Sanguinius!
Weapons ready! Remember, we need to secure the remains!
The seal is near.
When they knew they were trapped here, the Space Wolves locked it away to preserve its sanctity. We will complete their task and liberate this holy relic from the darkness. Such great majesty. The seal of the Emperor is ours.
Brothers, I wish I could stand with you in this moment. You are touched by the radiance of the Master of Mankind. Mission accomplished, kinsman. Return to the battle barge.
We have our victory. Costly and arduous, but victory nonetheless. The Forge World's safety is assured. Its manufactories will continue to feed the Imperium's righteous war machine. The Space Hulk is no more. Torn apart by fire, the Forsaken Doom broke into 1,000,000 pieces. Debris was consumed in the upper atmosphere of Gorgonum, purifying the Xenos threat with cleansing fire. However, with the prodigious burst of energy came a new, brief warp storm which swallowed the largest pieces of the wreckage. Each has been cast out to become the malignant seed of another Space Hulk, and inside, lying dormant, the lingering taint of the Gene Stealers awaits, poised to infest everything that crosses their path. Slowly, they will grow, capturing derelicts and asteroids in the depths of the void. In time, it will only make things worse. But time is a much-needed commodity. Some say it may be the end of it, but not today. Not as long as the Holy Inquisition holds its vigil. Not as long as the forges of the Adeptus Mechanicus continue to burn. Not as long as a single blood angel lives. The sacred seal of the Emperor of Mankind was extracted from its abhorrent sarcophagus and returned to Holy Terror where it belongs. Acting above and beyond the call of duty, triumphing where other chapters had failed, the Blood Angels recovered much more than a precious relic. They brought a moment of hope. A small measure of illumination to the shadow of despair that shrouds the galaxy. Is it, as some suggest, an omen of greater wonders to come? Or a harbinger that the end is nigh? Only time will tell. For the Order Xenos, capturing specimens of the biodivergent Gene Stealers is an invaluable boon. The greatest minds of the Inquisition and the Magos Biologis will study the arch-enemy in detail. hoping to unveil new flaws in this terrible species. As thousands of worlds are under threat of tyrannid infestation, any advantage we can gain will tip the balance between life and death for billions. My name is Jost von Marburg. I serve the Emperor as an Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos, devoted to the destruction of those species who oppose the rightful domination of mankind over the galaxy. To that end, I have spent decades of my life studying one of the most elusive and mysterious space hulks. The Forsaken Doom. A name spoken in terror by starship crews. The shadow in the night. A myth. A horror. And all too real. Drifting randomly in and out of the warp for millennia, this gargantuan agglomeration of wrecks has been the grave of countless space marines. Ultimately, each chapter's defeat was lost to the ages and forgotten, leaving the Imperium in ignorance. For the Forsaken Doom is the lair of grave perils. The most dangerous of them, the gene stealers that swarm and multiply in grotesque profusion. The vanguard of the tyrannid threat, infesting ships and planets, spreading like an insidious plague. These creatures are merciless, ravenous monsters. They form a collective body of highly evolved intelligence, driven by a common will for the extermination of all life unlike them. Though some of its parts are far more ancient, the first contemporary records of the Forsaken Doom date back to the beginning of the 41st millennium, when a party of Ultramarines boarded the Great Hulk on a mission of purification. What fate awaited them there has never been revealed. Until now.
Benaria squad to command. We have boarded the derelict.
Confirm. Brother Sergeant, we detect multiple life forms inbound.
Acknowledged. This vile wreck is infested with the Xenos. We will purge it. We are steel and doom.
The arrival of the Adeptus Astartes awakened the brood. Slowly but surely, the gene stealers were emerging from their sleep, their synapses saturated by a feral thirst for blood. The biological communal intelligence of the Xenos was about to clash with the doctrinal will of the Ultramarines. As the fight grew in intensity, more monsters were stirred to join the fray. Unknown biodivergent gene stealers emerged to engulf the Ultramarines. These biomorphic monsters were to be the dark curse of the Forsaken Doom.
Be wary, we are entering an old vessel. Watch for any trucks the greenskins may have left behind.
How could such a disarray ever function as a starship?
Orcish contraptions are unstable. Do not open fire unless you have a clear line of sight. Explosive materials and fungal growths are everywhere. Perhaps we could turn that to our advantage. Use them to kill the Xenos.
A crushing defeat, and an uncommon event for a chapter accustomed to glorious victory. Thus, in the annals of the Ultramarines, this mission fell from memory and became lost. The Forsaken Doom vanished in the warp once more, and the Gene Stealer brood fell dormant with no enemy to attack, waiting in silence for a new prey to happen upon them.
Brothers, I found a way out of this nightmare, but the route is blocked by this hatch.
I know not how, but the orcs that once lived on this wreck managed to rig a psionic lock holding it closed.
I'll disable it, then we can extract. For the lion, Deathwing, attack!
The advance of the Gene Stealers forces us back to this ancient Eldari wreck. There is no way forward, but we are not done yet. There are alien energy cores here still active. We can make use of them.
Pride, honor, devotion, these noble human feelings meant nothing to the monsters in the void. The Deathwing Terminators died fighting, but no honor was won, no knowledge earned. In the derelict's blood-spattered chambers, the Gene Stealers returned to their slumber, their alien rage and thirst for flesh briefly sated.
What is that? There in the wreckage. I see something. If it is Eldari, then I say destroy it. No, brother. See, it is a serval skull of ancient imperial design. And the ident codes. By the Fang, this is 10,000 years old. From the age of heresy, no less. Then be wary, it may be cursed by the arch-traitor's taint. May its name be hated. I think not. It bears the sigils of the Adeptus Custodes, the wardens of the Imperial Throne. It is a reliquary monitor. I believe it will hold data about sacred artifacts.
Indeed. We must bring it to the wolf.
Agreed.
As the pure-strain Gene Stealers were unable to overwhelm the Space Wolf invaders, the Brood reached out to summon a synapse creature to the fray. Awakened by the distress of its children, a powerful Brood Lord emerged from its deep sleep.
Great Lord, the spearhead sword has been lost, slaughtered by this hideous beast. Foul thing. Were you able to recover the servo skull? Aye, we have it secure. Then press on the fight, and one of the dead with blood and rage. Look upon this relic, brothers. It is ours. The seal of the Emperor. Never has a great hunt come upon an object of such significance. My lord, the Xenos do not revere it as we do. Your specs can reach a huge swarm gathering about us. We will not die here and leave this noble artifact to their predations. Prepare to exfiltrate. No, the teleport summoner fails. We will have to stand our ground. Then let us ensure the seal is kept secure in its reliquary. I will guard the door myself. Brothers, I command you, stand firm. No Xenos shall approach the hallowed relic while a wolf still draws breath. We have not failed. The seal is secure. No alien touch could desecrate it. Hear me, angels of the Emperor. Let not our deaths be in vain.
The Brood endured, and its children feasted on the flesh of the dead. The rigid doctrinal Ultramarines did not win the day. The secretive Dark Angels, forever moving in shadow, could not best the Xenos in their lair. And the fearsome Space Wolves finally met their match in the bowels of the Forsaken Doom. The proud warriors of the Imperium have fought and won countless battles, but on board this blighted derelict, the rules of war are changed. To defeat Gene Stealers requires not only a zealous and righteous adversary, but also a cunning one, with a wider knowledge of the tyrannid threat. These deaths and defeats might have remained forgotten if it were not for the Ordo Xenos. Across the years, I was able to gather the pieces of the puzzle and prepare. All that I required was a new brand of undaunted heroes that I could guide to triumph. And so, like the quiescent monsters out in the darkness, I watched and waited.